I'm Suzy, and this is what I've learned about setting goals. Decide what the end of 2018 will look like for you now. I recently watched a TEDx talk by Laura Vanderkam, and she talked about giving yourself a review for the year that will be behind you, saying, okay, last year was amazing. These 3 to 5 things were the ones that really made a difference. This can be really helpful because often when you're setting a goal, it's something that's new or it's something that's stretching you. And you may not know how to get there at first. If you know what success looks like at the outset, you can kind of work your way backwards from there. Knowing what motivates you and keeps you going can be really, really helpful. I studied psychology in my primary degree, and I know that no one personality profile can really tell you who you are in a fundamental way. It's just way too complex for that. But I found it particularly helpful to pick and choose parts that give you life, give you an insight into yourself. The framework that I've found very useful for understanding myself recently has been The 4 Tendencies by Gretchen Rubin, who I got to meet recently when she came to Dublin. So she talks about how people deal with inner and outer expectations. My particular profile on her scale is someone who will meet outer expectations quite easily. So if somebody tells me, oh, I need you to do this task, say at work, I find that very easy to do. But if I set myself a goal, I really have to work very hard at that if it's just something I do for myself. Something that's been really helpful this year has been going to a fitness class with a trainer. If I don't show up, that he will know, and that is enough to get me out the door, even if I really, really don't want to do it. So I just know that that's something that if I build in, then I'll be successful. So consider your goal is to read every day. What happens if you're on holidays? What happens if you're sick or you forget your book? And does that mean you failed? What I find really helpful is to think about those scenarios now. Say during the summer when we went on holidays and I just began my fitness regime, we were literally staying on a barge and I was doing squats and push-ups and planks in the boat. That was my contingency plan, was to keep going. I learned in the last year that life just throws stuff up at you. One example of that is when I was asked to speak at a conference, and that wasn't something I had wanted or planned to do, but I made my slides, I practiced it, and I went and did it. So be open to the fact that stuff is going to happen and it's going to come up, and to take those opportunities and to still consider them part of your goals and your plans for the year. Another thing that I found really handy last year was Lavender's Artist of Life workbook. So here it is. I just downloaded it and printed it off. You can actually get it in a book form as well, but it has steps on reviewing the year before, making plans and setting goals in all the different areas of your life, in your career, in your health, in your relationships. And I just found the fact that, one, because it was an external structure, and 2, it was a workbook to work through that you kind of had to sit down and do it. You had to make time for it. That it kind of formalized the goals for me. So thank you for watching my first YouTube video on this channel. I'd always wanted to set up a channel called Lessons for Suzy, so things that I have learned the hard way that hopefully I can tell you about, and you can learn something too. So please subscribe. I plan to make more videos about motivation, habits, mental health, living a more eco-friendly life, zero waste, minimalism, or whatever you like to learn about. So in the meantime, keep learning, guys. Bye.
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening?
Continue.
In the lane,
And then having a